evening and welcome to West Middle School. My name is Chris Taylor. I'm the Director of Bands here. On behalf of myself and Mrs. Becca, the East Band Director, we welcome you to our spring, let's call it summer, with the weather outside, 6th grade concert. This is one of my absolute favorite concerts of the year. I love to get to hear what the amazing students at East are going to play, and I love to show off my band to them because it's kind of this cool curiosity. What are they doing over there? What are they playing? What do they sound like? Who plays what? And so I love that we get to do this concert every year. We're going to play a few pieces for you tonight. Our first piece is called Castles and Kings by Dean Sorensen. This piece is meant to invoke images of days gone by with nobility, literally castles, kings, processing through the court. You're going to hear some really cool stuff. Our snare drums are going to play some really short and complicated rhythms. You're going to hear some nice big full low brass and a really nice melody throughout that gets passed back and forth between flutes and trumpets. Here is our first piece of the night, Castles and Kings. But to get a 100-member concert band to play a nice large is a great way to start a concert. We're going to shift gears. We're going to go to a rock song next. The next thing we're going to play is called The Next Thing, which is the next thing that we'll play. And they're really happy that I can't make that joke anymore, because every time. We got a couple things going on in this piece. First off, it's a call and response. You're going to hear the low brass with this big, full bass line call for about 8 measures in the beginning. And then we add the rest of the band in as a response. We also have a little bit of what we call in music a theme and variation, where we're going to take that original idea and kind of play with it throughout, morphing it, giving it to different sections as we go. So there's quite a bit going on in what's really a simple tune, but the students enjoy it because one, it's rock and roll. Who wouldn't want to play rock and roll? And two, it's quite interesting because of how we take these simple ideas and change them and morph with them and whatnot. So our next piece is the next thing. Working up a couple new pieces for you to come out. But they're amazing. Shh. Guys, I'm saying good things about you. Don't sit and talk behind me. Okay. They are wonderful to work with. This is 3 bands worth of students, and it is an absolute joy to have them in rehearsal, to learn new things, and to get to make music together. Before I introduce this last piece, which is really cool, I just want to say thank you to a couple people. First off, Ms. Catherine Gubrud, the choir teacher here at West. She's a wonderful colleague who is challenging me to do new things and to continue to get better every day. She's great to bounce ideas off of, and I'm very lucky to have her as my partner in crime here. So thank you, Catherine. Mr. DeYoung, who is here tonight helping do some crowd control and running recording duties. They are really supportive of your students, folks. If you get a chance to talk to any of them, say thank you, because we can't enough here for supporting your students. So thank you, admin. And then finally, I have to thank all of you. I get to just have fun at my job, and that is because you are amazing parents, and signing them up for band and buying reeds and valve oil and drumsticks and bringing it to West on days that they happen to forget it or reminding them of a lesson. You make my job so much easier, where I just get to show up and teach them how to play and make music. I'm a pretty lucky dude. So thank you, all of you, for what you do for your students. backstory. It's called A Rocket to the Sun. In 2018, NASA launched the Parker Solar Probe, a satellite that will get where it is now there. It is within 4 million miles of the sun, which is the closest any man-made object has made it to the sun. Its job is to take readings and study the sun for how solar flares and all that stuff interferes with Earth and everything that we do here. It actually just reached the sun this year. It took 7 years to get there. As far as I know, it's really cool data. I don't understand any of it. I just know that we have a really cool piece meant to depict this amazing achievement in science and humanity. So our last piece of the night is a really fun piece called A Rocket to the Sun. When we're done, you'll see the West Band kids come down in the back while the East Band students come up and transition. So concert's not over. It's just a quick break while we change out musicians. Thank you all again for being here.